like this weird competition of cool.
You take a reef shot to the side of the head for a wave like that.
If I can win this, this will be the greatest moment of my life.
All the girls are surfing so well. They're beautiful inside and out.
Going skageless is a whole nother realm, like a fast version of body surfing.
There's something about just getting in the ocean and cleansing ourselves from everything else that's going on in the world.
My job description is student of surfing.
Board Stories TV is proudly presented by Waimea Valley, where Hawaii comes alive. Visit them next time you're on Oahu's North Shore. And Spectrum OC16. Aloha everyone, I'm your host Carissa here with a brand new episode of Board Stories TV. This time on the show, we highlight the Hawaii Bodyboarding Pro Tour event at Sandy Beach, where the top bodyboarders in the state came out to battle at half point. Carissa Moore hosts a Hurley Surf Club event at Kewalos, giving tips and encouragement to the next crop of Hawaii's female surfers. And we check out Toots, the ever-present longboard throwback that calls Queens and Waikiki his home break. So get ready for all the action. And first up, it's time for our Move of the Week. For this Move of the Week, Oahu Junior Pro ripper Noah Mizuno tears apart a clean Ala Moana Bowls wall. Noah has been refining his technique and is poised to take his talents to the next level. And this sharp attack at bowls, mixing power and progression, proves he's got the skills to succeed. Up next, Carissa Moore stokes out the next generation of female surfers with her Hurley Surf Club event at Kewalos. Keep it here on Board Stories.
At Kewalos Basin on the South Shore of Oahu, and I'm lucky enough to spend the afternoon with these beautiful ladies and watch them get some good waves. We're doing a Hurley Surf Club video and coaching session today. It's been really fun to surf here my whole life and just see the evolution of girls kind of taking over, so it was really fun. The Hurley Surf Club event started around 1 o'clock with our first session. It was awesome to be in the water with all the little girls this afternoon. For me, I think the best part was just seeing their enthusiasm and the camaraderie between the girls. But when I was growing up, the vibe was a little bit different. It was really competitive, kind of each woman for her own. And out there it was, the girls were cheering for each other and really supportive. And I love that because, this journey isn't fun if you don't have friends. And so I really appreciate that. And it was really cool for me to see. We went out and surfed for about an hour and we had some great people on the team filming, and then we transferred into the truck. The truck is so awesome. It's decked out with the big TV screen and video replay, and so we spent some time just going over all the clips with the girls and giving some feedback. I thought it was really rad. I've never actually done a Hurley Surf Club event like this before where I've gotten to do the video coaching side, and I wish I had access to this when I was little, Luckily, I had my dad who was giving me direct feedback after every wave and after every practice, but to be able to see yourself, I don't know, at least for me, it's great to see myself and see where my body is, and then get that direct feedback and then go back out in the lineup. So I hope it was helpful. I'm really bad at giving advice, but it was just neat to kind of look at how the girls are surfing and their technique. I definitely think that there's like a whole nother level from when I was younger. There's just a lot more girls in the water, all kinds of levels of surfing. So we had girls that, you know, maybe just started and are kind of figuring out still how to draw their line, you know, just stand up and draw a straight line. And then we had girls that can really stand up and put together a really good wave. So yeah, it's exciting to see where the sport is going, and I hope that we can just encourage those girls. I don't want them to just shoot for me. I want them to shoot even bigger and better. So that's the goal. What the girls would take from the event today is to keep pushing themselves, that don't be afraid to fall, don't be afraid to fail, because that's how progression happens, and they are the future of our sport. So I just want them to see that like anything is possible and to dream big, and that they have the support to do that. There's people here that want to help them out and help them achieve their dreams, and especially me. I'm here. If you need me, I'm here. I'm Carissa Moore, and you're watching Board Stories.
Coming up, we profile Waikiki's most retro surfer, Toots, who's trimming interesting lines both in the water and shaping bay. Board Stories will be right back.
Experience Hawaii's past in the present. Oahu's Waimea Valley calls you to reconnect. Waimea Valley is a rich and culturally significant vahipana, or storied place, that embraces a world-class botanical garden. Come visit our newly restored kauhale, an historical site believed to have been occupied by families of high rank centuries ago. Our kauhale at Waimea Valley is one of a kind, a special place to engage in Hawaiian culture. Reconnect at Oahu's Waimea Valley.
Welcome back to Board Stories. Waikiki is well known for its longboard heritage and is the stomping ground for today's newest crop of nose riders. But one individual is a throwback to the classic styles of longboarding, and his interesting story goes beyond the waves.
Freedom to ask nothing, to expect nothing, to depend on nothing. Arthur Anchinges, Toots. My dad used to call me that. When I was here, when people asked me, I introduced myself as Art. And these old Hawaiian guys started calling me, hey, Toots. I was like, okay, I'm gonna tell everyone I'm Toots now. I was born in the Philippines. Back then, it's like, you see waves, you just stay away from it. Then moved here when I was 21, 22. It's like, wow, it's like really nice Philippines without the traffic and all that, and nice and clean. There's waves right there, easy to access. There's nothing else to do here. Either you go fishing or play in the ocean. And I have really cool neighbors. That's where I got started with longboard. I find time to be out there, still dark, every day. Before everybody wakes up, I'm out in the water. I started learning it, boom, boom, boom. That's a lifestyle. Now my life revolves around it.
As surfing became an obsession for Toots, he began to dabble in shaping his own equipment as a means to lessen the cost of new boards and express his creative outlet.
Yeah, when I'm surfing, I'm thinking of shaping. And when I'm shaping, I can't wait to get out surfing, wash off all the dust. You can learn a lot by just filling up the board, just looking at it from afar, just imagining how the water would move under. The most blanks I picked up was 12 blanks. That didn't last long. I just kept hacking. Now I make a board, and then sometimes I don't even have time to really get used to it. I just ride it, and then my mind is onto something already. Like, oh, so maybe I can do better with this. Maybe I should try this, should try that. And to get more blanks, I have to sell that board. Like, okay, and then it's just a process. Feeding the addiction, I think it's a selfish endeavor for me. And then I think surfing too, surfing your own board, seeing that you can ride it the way you ride it. People like, oh, what way you're riding? If I cannot ride it, I have no interest in making one. When you're so high up, and then just like, there's no way you can, walking back, it's gonna be tricky. You'd lose your control. So just like, lower your center of gravity more, like, boom, sit on it. It's just like, okay, that works. But it's still always the wave dictates how I surf. Proper balance, proper trim. And how you got there is how you was reading the wave. And then you actually gliding there for like 5-8 seconds. It's just like addicting, you know? So then you're just standing in the middle of the board, just like perfect trim, just arching your back. You see all those old 60s style, the parallel stands, you go all bow-legged, and then those move works.
While Toots holds down a day job to pay the bills, he's beginning to take his shaping to the next level, making a business out of it and creating boards for a variety of customers. But he'll always remain true to the pure passion of it all.
I can't sit still. It's so fun. It like never stops learning. There's always something to learn. Excited to be working with really cool people. We still focus on having fun in the process.
Aloha, I'm Toots, and you're watching Board Stories.
We're heading to the southeast corner of Oahu for the Hawaii Bodyboarding Pro Tour's Sandy Beach Challenge. Up next on Board Stories.
Yeah, today we're at Sandy Beach for the 2017 bodyboard event here. You know, this actually has a lot of heritage, this break. Some of the first events, and the first bodyboard event I ever entered was here. And you know, there's some crazy action, and just the level just keeps accelerating, it seems. Really cool to see this year. You know, everybody's surfing level is just so high. You know, guys like Tanner to me were the standout, and Sammy, Kavika, Dave Hubbard, Jeff Hubbard, Jake Romero, Yahi Parker. All those guys are ripping, and they've all improved, it seems, especially the young guys. And so it really came down to contest strategy and who got the waves in the final. And Jeff, who's got the experience there, and nudged everybody out again for, I think it's his 4th year he's won this event consecutively, which is quite an accomplishment. He's a really good competitor, and he backs it up with good technique, and he's hard to beat. So it gives everybody here, which is really good, it gives everybody a good level to shoot for and to try to accomplish. And I think from a riding perspective, guys are already there. Like, the riding level is there for sure with some of the young guys, and it's just a matter of them pulling together like a competitive game plan and having a little bit more experience.
You know, I kind of built my momentum through the day. Every heat I kind of improved on my scores, and so I finally got cracked into the 16-point range for the finals, and I was really stoked. Surfing against all my friends from Hawaii, you know, Sammy and Tanner, you know, these guys are the next generation, and they've been the next generation for a while, and they always get better, so I gotta get better.
The Masters division saw continued dominance by none other than Ben Severson, 2 trolling the left and finding sections to hit. Day 2 of the event saw more contestable surf pour through and featured the junior, women, and stand-up divisions. In the hotly contested junior division, the future stars of the sport showcased their skills.
So you got Matthew O'Rourke, standout from Kauai. Kavika Kamai is still in there, strong. He's probably the favorite guy to win. He gave all the pros rubs yesterday. Yeah, it's going to be cool to see. There's a lot of young talent coming up. It's great to see the energy and the stoke.
In the final, Kavika Kamai was the top draw and gave it a good go. But in the end, it was youngster Kainoa Lono who took it out for his first junior win.
All I did was just study every single move of Kavika, and eventually I got you work around me and make my way to first place. So I am just so happy. Like, that's all I gotta say. Like, I can't even explain how happy I am.
The women's division saw Brazilian transplant Jessica Becker roll her way to the top of the podium. The most unique division of the weekend was the stand-up, where competitors ditched the fins and took to their feet.
Well, what's cool about bodyboarding is, you can ride it in so many different ways, and we try to highlight that in the various divisions that we have. So it's kind of a personal thing, and we totally support that. There's no particular rules to riding a wave, and the versatility of bodyboard is really demonstrated in these various divisions.
The stand-up final saw some top-notch riding by all the competitors, including mastery by Maui's Matt Crilly, laying down nice carves and snaps, looking good for the win. But an unfortunate interference by Mac would open up the lanes for Kauai's Dave Hubbard to carve on into first place and take out the victory. Stick around, we're wrapping up with our spill of the week with some Sandy Beach shore break slams. Stay locked to Board Stories. Promotional support for Board Stories is provided by Waimea Valley, where Hawaii comes alive. Check them out online at waimeavalley.net and give them a visit next time you're on the North Shore. Welcome back to Board Stories. Well, I hope you enjoyed the show. Carissa and the Hurley Surf Club sure got a good thing going on, and it was great to learn a little bit more about the interesting character known as Toots. Congrats to all the winners of the Sandy Beach Challenge. Great to see the Hawaii Bodyboarding Pro Tour going strong. Before we wrap up, we got our spill of the week. As for me, your host, Carissa Moore, I'll see you in the water. Aloha. This spill of the week takes us back to Sandy Beach, showcasing the bone-crushing and world-famous shore break. With a nickname like Broke Neck Beach, the shore pound at Sandy's is no joke, and the inexperienced should definitely heed lifeguard warnings and stay clear. But for those who have experienced the hollow rush, know just how fun it can be, making the poundings worth the view. How's it, everyone? Carissa here, your host. So get ready for all... Waikiki is well known for its longboard heritage. Waikiki is well known for today's newest crop of longboarders. That was right. For today's newest crop of longboarders. That was right. Welcome back to Board Stories. Waikiki is well known for its... And it was great to learn more about the interesting character known as Toots. And it was great to learn a little bit more about the interesting character known as Toots. As for me, your host, Carissa, I'll see you in the water. Aloha.